this is a carry case, but inside the carry case is arguably one of the greatest cameras in creator history. Let's unbox it. This package has come directly from OBSBOT, and I am so excited to show you just how amazing this product is. The packaging alone for this device is insane. So we're gonna slide off that magical red lid. Gonna take the top off. It's got a couple manuals inside the red slip. There's got a very nice carry case. It's got a nice gray, easy, hard, sturdy feel to it. We're just gonna unzip that and open it very nicely to reveal the actual camera itself. But before that, we have a USB-C dongle to USB. We have a USB-C to a double USB-C. Now that alone is incredible. And then on top of that, we have a USB-C cable. It's probably roughly a meter long. We've got the actual camera itself. As you can see, it's got a lovely little swivel. But let's talk more about the camera. So before I show you a live demo of what this camera can do, let's talk about some of the specs. It has a 23mm f1.8 lens. It can film in 4K at 30 FPS or 1080p at 60 FPS. It has advanced AI auto tracking and other capabilities. That's hand gestures and voice support. It can actually record wirelessly and even has an SD slot and has its own battery, so you can take it out in public and use it in public settings without having to directly plug it into a mains. I wish so many more cameras had this feature. It can swivel 365 degrees and it can swivel vertically, giving you range of an entire room. And it really takes advantage with that with its AI tracking. You can track faces, you can track bodies, or you can even track objects or animals. With its swivel feature in 4K, you can capture things from anywhere. So let's test out the iOS app and see how it runs. So I've just signed up. I just clicked the power button on the app and it's already connected to my device. So it tells me the battery percentage, it tells me live stream via Wi-Fi, and the camera itself, I'll show you right here, has just turned on. The indicator there, as well as the battery life percentage. Hold and drag to control the gamma. Whoa. I can then turn. I'm controlling. I am moving this in the direction I want. Up. We're going to point it up towards my lights. And then down. Whoa. No way. Turn this around right now, so it's facing me. Now that iOS app showcase is completely wireless through my terrible Wi-Fi signal and my terrible internet speeds. It managed to live showcase without much issues. There was a couple times it said reconnect, but considering it was straight out of the box and completely wireless, I am very impressed. Allow me to give you a live demo of how the AI tracking works with this. And I'm sorry, the microphone quality isn't the greatest, but it's the only microphone I had to walk around at a longer range. Like this, for example. Now that has activated my tracking. So if I want to just sit down over here and chat to you all, I can do that over here. Or I can walk over here and it will track me. I've got it on normal tracking setting right now, but I'm not kidding. We can go all the way 360 around the room, even to see my cat. This is the zoom in, and then we can zoom in. Are you okay? Fantastic. So I'm gonna sit up for a second, do this, and point backwards. It will zoom out and you can see the whole span of the room I'm in right now. So if I wanted it to stop tracking me, I would simply hold my hand like this. I can walk around without it tracking me. Does it look like I'm walking away? I'm in disbelief about how well that tracking capability works. I'm sure there'll be even more tracking features in the future with firmware updates. But the next crazy thing I need to show you is the actual software that operates this thing. Okay, so this is the software on the right and it has a video preview on the left. The video you're seeing is actually from the camera, but I'm actually talking afterwards on a separate recording to give you better audio. Well, this is the AI tracking and it has 3 different modes. You can do upper body tracking and close up or normal tracking. So if we do close up here and zoom in, you can see it's tracking really well. If we change it to fast, it does it even better and faster. and it's really good tracking, like really decent. You can do animal tracking, group tracking, even create presets. And one of my favorite things is the manual controller here. Similar to what we saw on the iOS, it has the exact same kind of like analog, digital analog, so you can move it around and get a bit of precision. I'm going to zoom in here and show you my cat fast asleep. He's made so many appearances in this video right here. But yeah, this is really, really great. I'm going to do an entire 360. So this is from the left, and you can't go left anymore. If we go all the way around, I'll show you the rest of my setup right here, and you can see the other side of that light. Literally, if we went any more to the right, it would have been an entire 360 continuing round. But then of course we have something called the image mode, HDR, which we should have been recording with. It's so amazing. It changes the colors and depth by a lot. We got autofocus, global face tracking, exposure rates for those who love to get a bit more specific. We have the anti-flicker mode, which is normally best at 60, but you do you. We got white balances, which is like daylight, fluorescent presets, tungsten presets, cloudy presets, and you can even do custom ones by playing around with the temperature. I actually control the temperature with my lights instead of the camera software, so I normally just keep this on auto. Standard, well, images, we have different types of imaging. You can see here it sets a really nice color palette, controlling like the contrast, saturation, sharpness, hues, and brightness. And we have a background blur effect, and you can control the strength, which is pretty awesome. A retouch, which is a really great feature. It makes your skin look better, it makes it look smoother, and also gives you a little bit of a slimmer face. Kind of like a Snapchat filter in a way. We're going to click the man filter here. Not much has changed, but if I flick it on and off, you should be able to see a little bit of a difference there as my face slims up and looks a bit nicer. We then have a bunch of filters like natural, fresh, clear, crystal, film, sheer, pure, B&W, and soda. And each one of these allows you to control the levels between 0 and 100 on the strength you want the filter. On more, we have a bunch of stuff like the auto powers, UVC modes, and outputs, and media settings like the frame rate, or the bit rate, or the resolution. I've got it in 4K, so the max is 30 for me right now. Your encoders, your bit rate, you've got your outputs, and then you have gesture control, so you can actually turn these on or off, whether you want them to be manually controlled with your hands or not. If you don't want them enabled, you can switch them off, which is nice just having the option, because sometimes you don't always want to be manually controlling it. Audio microphone built in, but yeah, we have pan tilt settings, general settings, firmware updates, and there's a lot of information there to play around with and different things to try out. This is the microphone test from very close. This is a microphone test from a middle distance away. This is a microphone test from a further distance. Well, that was the OBSBOT Tail Air. If you want to get yourself 5% off for a limited time only, then make sure to use code Lordsi, and there'll be a link in the description. So subscribe for more content like this. I appreciate all of you. Much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.